on the track. And there was so much moisture on the track yesterday that you almost thought at some points you needed an extra front skirt just to cut through it like the bow of a boat. So the lights are ready. You can now see the rain coming down, but we are ready to go. Toyota Gazoo Racing Vios Sprint Cup Race 2, Round 2 is underway. It looks like a pretty good start from Ayub Azli and Liu Zhou Chun on the inside, Ayub Azli on the outside, and coming through right through the middle. Well, bit of contact there at the start of turn 2. That, I think, was Nabil Aslan. Corrected himself pretty well. Right, the rain coming down pretty steadily now as they approach turn 4. And that is Liu Zhou Chun up front. And that's a big spin from 23 Motors. Amir Mirza Hussein has going to have to restart that car. It's really well managed by the rest of the field. That could have been a lot more dangerous. Well, it actually looks like Ayub Azli has lost a lot of ground. He's now in 3rd. Well, this is more like it. It's very hard to discern the close racing yesterday due to the weather, but now already we can see this opening pack of 5 cars as it looks like Ayub Azli pushed out wide there just before turn 8. Azli falling down the rankings pretty quickly for someone that was on the front row. So it is Toyotsu Racing right now that are leading. That is Putra Adam that is pushing, by the looks of it, for 3rd spot. Now I have a funny feeling that one of the lessons that's going to be learned in this Sprint Cup race is changing to a wet strategy in the pit window, which is going to be open in about 16 minutes. Ah, look at that, and it's really wide because he had absolutely nowhere to go for Putra Adam. He's now taken the very, very wide line and he's pushed himself straight into a couple of other drivers. That probably wasn't the best re-entry point for him. But still, once again, cars seeming to bounce off each other at the moment. And that's got to be down from the extra moisture that's picking up on the track, I'm sure of it. Well, we've already had 1 casualty. That car definitely not responding the way a Vios should. And that's a huge part of, well, we're just going to have to see who that was. That is the back of that car has absolutely gone. That looks like it's Mohammed Ronnie from Super Evergreen Motorsports. Been losing a lot of aero now, and again, once again, amazing that there was no damage to any other car from pretty much the back end of his car coming off. Well, this is the bump and grind and the hustle and bustle that we're so used to from the Vios Challenge, translated down into the Vios Sprint Cup. While the car's beginning to drift through some of these corners, that number 12 car, that's Zizan Razak in that car, and it's, well, this was one of the lead contender cars yesterday, and Nakib Aslan is in the pits, and that's not looking too good for him. And the other retirement, I'm assuming, is for Car Roof Motorsport. Sharizal Jamaluddin has not been registered on the timing boards for a while now. It's about a minute overdue, in fact. And while all this is happening, I can tell you that Liu Jo Chun, so another very talented young driver, is absolutely flooring it. And it's all these battles happening behind that are helping that car from Toyotsu Racing to extend its lead. Yet more battles happening at turn one. That seems to be the focus of all the attention today. Nobody seems to get a good entry into turn one. I wonder if there's some hidden moisture on the entrance of that corner, especially on the middle and outside lines. Wow, it's another big spin out. I don't know if he's going to be coming back from that. I think that might be, that's Ronnie Risman again. This time, I think he's calling it quits. Is he? No, looks like he might be coming back on. Looking for the right time. Back of the grid is the only way. Well, that car is living a charmed life at the moment. So with 3 laps down, it is Toyotsu Racing ahead of Laser Motor Racing, Super Evergreen Sports, M7 Japan Project, and then 2 Prima Partini racing cars back to back as the top 6. Liu Jo Chun ahead of Putra Adam, ahead of Wani Risman, ahead of Ahmad Tamimi, Zizan Razak, and Mika Hakimi. You just see there on your screen. It looks like he's actually taking a position as well. Nice move on the inside at turn 9. All-conquering number 61, Prima Partini Racing Vios. I think he might be. Well, all sorts of traction problems now. Still a good 10 minutes till the pit window. Rain is still bucketing it down, and this does of course mean that it's been 3 of 4 races where these drivers have had to deal with some rain. Thankfully not so extreme today, but still, as you can see, causing a few problems in terms of traction. Hakimi looking on the inside, trying to take Zizan Razak. And Liu Jo Chun now with Putra Adam all over the back of that car. He's looking for a move looking at lap times, I can tell you that Adam is currently lapping 3 seconds faster than the leader in front of him. So that's looking almost like a foregone conclusion that he will be going through at some point. And the fastest lap, in fact, that's it, 3:00.571 set by Adam. And there you go. I did say it was inevitable. I'm pretty sure he's going to be going through the front. Looks like that front of that car's taken some damage from all these knocks, but he just takes the lead on lap 4. Some great driving from the Laser Motor Racing driver. Now that is all for position. Then you've got Adam up front, Joe Chun second. You've got Zizan Razak in third, Mika Hakimi pushing hard for fourth. And there is just 5 seconds between the top 6 cars on lap 4. Well, Joe Chun trying desperately to pull back some time, and that looked like a big mistake from Adam, going really, really wide on turn 13. And that really has allowed Joe Chun back into the fight, still lapping 3 seconds slower. But all it takes is one missed braking point, and your competitors will be absolutely all over your bumpers again. So with 5 laps down, it is Adam ahead of Joe Chun, ahead of Zizan Razak. Tengku Jan in 4th. Well, Mika Hakimi, I should say, in 4th. Ahmed Tamimi in 5th. Nabil Aslan in 6th. Sharik Zulkarnian in 7th. And Haiwan Jian in 8th. Go Chok Tong is in 9th. James Liam Russell down to 10th at the moment. And here they come through turn 4. 1, 2. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Meanwhile, Adam is still lapping 2 seconds faster than the rest of the field. Yesterday in the torrential rain, the lap times were spread across 3:16 to about 3:45. Today, they're spread between 3 and 3:06. So a much faster race in terms of average speeds. That's a great move from Ahmad Tamimi, but the door gets shut. Now this is the battle from 3rd to 6th. Zizan Razak, the promotional driver, the celebrity, leading off that pack. And a bit of trouble there, well, as everyone followed him. But right now he's defending 3, maybe 4 cars. That's the kind of experience you get. And look at them all just absolutely shifting around. Well, it's amazing that there was no contact Pit window now open in 5 minutes, and I wonder if any of these cars are going to make the bold decision and switch to wets. But so far, you have to say this has been a great performance from Liu Chun, who maintained second spot. He's going to hand that car off to William Ho, very experienced driver. While Mika Hakimi has just absolutely blown the fastest lap, 2:56.820, getting up to good speeds now. Potradam and Liu Chun also on a 2:57. Ahmed Tamimi just put in a 2:58. So the race is speeding up. That's also a pretty good indicator that the track is drying up nicely as well. But a 2:56.820 is the fastest so far, and we saw 2:55.301 in round one. That's the time to beat if they can today. I'm not surprised that track limit warnings are beginning to flow out of race control. Now that is Mika Hakimi, that is now up to second, and he's now all over the back bumper of Potradam as well. And I'm sure that has been fueled by that 2:56 lap. Absolutely flooring it. He has a look down. Also, great move on turn 9, just slipped straight in. I don't think Potradam's going to have any complaints with that move. And so once again, that magic Prima Pearl Vios, the number 61 car, double winner from round 1, second place finisher yesterday, has found its way to the front of the pack. And this is so these cars now, and it's good to know, it looks like the rain has abated a little bit. Bit of a little push there that Hewan Jian got. Axel Sports Car, 3 Axel Sports Cars in 6th, 7th and 8th at the moment. But what a performance from Mika Hakimi, the young rookie. He's just put in a 2:56.410. That is the new fastest lap. Ruling it at the front. It's now 0.3 of a second. There's actually just 1 second between the top 3. This is the kind of close racing that we've come to expect from the Vios Sprint Cup. And that is the top 3. And as you can see, these guys are lapping at 2:56, 2:57 and 2:577. And behind them, well, have a look at that. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars, all with about 3 seconds separating them. And really well done to Zizan Razak for keeping all of those cars at bay. Not a new driver to the TGR calendar. Has been a promotional driver of the Vios Challenge for, well, since season 4, I think. Well, I've just heard that it isn't a fantastic performance from Mika Hakimi, because it's actually Tengku Can, the leader of that, the faster driver that has started off in this race. And therefore you can see now, well, he generally gets to the front of racing classifications anyway. But it has to be said, he's had nothing but praise for his rookie partner anyway, and whatever lead he manages to craft out here, he's more than confident and happy to pass the steering wheel to Mika Hakimi, who, let's not forget, closed out the race by himself in round 1. Came up with a really good move at the end of the race, in race 1, to actually take the win as well. So a lot of potential that Tengku Can sees in Mika Hakimi, but once again, I think it is Tengku Can in that car first of all. Quick change of driver strategies, and now, unsurprisingly, a good few cars coming to the pits. The pit window just opened about a minute ago, and the cars that are coming in early, well, Toyotsu Racing number 39, so William Ho should be getting into that car. Mitchell Chia is going to be getting into that number 12 car, and Boy Wong should be getting into that number 21 car. And it is completely, of course, up to the teams as to who they want to be starting up first, as long as it fulfills the qualifying rules. But generally speaking, with a one pit stop window format, you're looking to put your faster driver in for the last part of the race anyway. So expecting to see Hayden Heikel is also in the, well, Naqib Aslan is in the pits right now, which means Hayden Heikel will be getting into that car. Abdul Mikhail, another young driver, he'll be getting into the car, 23 Motors car. Had all that trouble at the start of the race. Now that doesn't look like good grid strategy at all, because it's very slow moving, and I think that car has given up the ghost. So